All right.
So
And
we just put some fertilizer in there. And what else did we put in there?
we put in some good composted potting soil.
Composted potting soil, and then we wet it down to make sure it had sufficient draining, but it was still holding on to some moisture for the rose. We didn't fill the hole all the way up because we needed to lay it on top. Then we took the rose out of the pot, we put her in the position we want her, and then we're going to fill in the hole.
All righty.
Are we going to put the daylilies in with her?
Oh no, the second hole, several holes, because that's several plants, and that'll give her some breathing room.
Oh goodness. Okay.
So that's okay. Their roots aren't as deep as hers, so not a worry. So we still probably want to put a little more of that potting soil around her roots, and then mix in the dirt, surrounding dirt, with that. She's already got quite a bit of fertilizer in there. Oh, that looks so good, Vienna.
Thank you.
You have wonderful taste. And you can just pour that bag out if you want. Just use the whole thing, and we'll use that for that whole area. Very good.
They smell so good.
Mm-hmm. Yes, they do. All righty.
And we're going to mix in that soil.
Okay.
Do we need to put any more of the fertilizer in there?
No, it's going to be real good with all that we put in and all that's in that composted soil, and now mixing that dirt in there. Going to be really perfect. Okay, and this over here on this side also is really nice loose dirt and peat moss.
Oh yeah, I'm working my way around.
Oh. Oh yeah, that's looking real nice. And no one will ever have to work that so hard to dig in that area of ground ever again.
Nope.
That's what it seems to be the nature of this yard. When to open up any section or any of the pocket gardens, it has been kind of a labor of love, to say the least. Just really horrific, basically. And tell me again the kind of things that you want to do with this rose.
So the petals, rose petals, you can just steal rose oil or rose water or rose tea. Rose water is great for skin. Rose tea is just delicious. Honestly, I love rose water in general for like cocktails and things like that. Really good. And then rose hip is actually a fruit. High amounts of vitamin C. So you have to be careful with it because with certain medications, you'd know, your doctor would tell you no grapefruit, no citrus, with this medication. But it can have complications with medication because it has high amounts of vitamin C. But if you are already taking like a vitamin C supplement, like you're fine. see. But you can make rose hip, all the stuff you can make with the petals and more. You can make rose hip oil, which is really great for encouraging. It's an antioxidant. So the oil, you can also make an astringent for it, for cleaning your face. Really helps keep your face looking really young. And helps the cells regenerating. So that's awesome. Helps with immunity because of all that vitamin C in there. You can also make a really tasty jam out of it. You can dry it and make a tea. I found, from my understanding, rose hip, you can do all the same things with rose petals, but it's much more potent and more flavorful. Tends to have a little bit of a different flavor too. But that's just what I found in my research. And so jam and tea and oil is mostly what we're going to be doing with that.
Wonderful. And it has a tremendous fragrance. Okay, and you're in there good. Now, do you know about stepping it down? Just getting the edge of where the top of your pot would have been.
Yeah, I just want to make sure there's a little bit of a lip over here.
Okay. Yeah, you want to make sure it's all under the ground, but then you want to step on right on the top of that soil beneath the rose bush and see if it can give. You don't want any air pockets beneath it. Okay. Yep. Okay. Okay, it's kind of given a lot, so we don't want to, yeah, there we go. Oops. No, honey, yeah. Honey, go ahead and just like you're going to put your toe right against the base of that bush. Get your foot right on there. There you go. That's what you want to push in. Yep.
Oh, so the actual
Yep.
roots
Because sometimes you can have a little air pocket in there, and that can cause all kinds of little beasties and stuff to activity that you don't want around the roots of this beautiful plant. So I usually do a little step down on a lot of my plants. And then I make sure that none of the edges are exposed. You're doing a great job, Vanna.
Thank you.
Yep, that's looking real good.
It's definitely.
Yep, that looks real good. Okay, and now,
See where the
yep,
pot was.
mm-hmm,
Is
yep,
that what we want?
yep, yep.
Okay.
Very good. Now I would give it another little shot of water. Just, in fact, if there's a natural little well around it, or I would make a little well around it. You know, just a little moat.
Not a moat.
Very good. That's perfect, Vienna. That is perfect. Alrighty. Well done, my dear. Your first rose bush.
Hope it doesn't die immediate.
No, it's going to be around a long time.